Welcome back to Wormhole Extremists. My name is David, and I'm with Yvie.
Hello?
Hello, hello, and
Hello?
Summer.
Hi.
Summer
So good to see
Roy.
everybody.
Our favorite
How are
furry
you?
friend.
I'm doing good and so good to be here. I'm so excited.
It's great to have you. We've been gone for a minute. Certain
hmm
news has dropped.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm not going to uh, lay around and roll in it, but we're going to mobilize. So there
Yes.
is going to be an event in Culver City. I don't know if how much you guys have heard about this. Summer, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the flyover with the banner over the
That's
Amazon
right.
headquarters. Yeah.
That's correct. It's going to be this Tuesday in Culver City from 11 to 1 p.m. Pacific time at the Amazon MGM Studios. And so this is the info. It is already linked in the description below. You may have to refresh your page, but this is, there's still a chance I might be able to do it. I'm not entirely sure yet. I really want to. I'd love to be able to do a live stream down here, but
Oh, that would
currently
be nice.
that's the plan. So the plane has been funded. They're doing a couple of other things here. You can read on the website to get more info about that. But
Okay. I'm so
yeah.
sorry, guys. I just dropped out for a second. I don't know if you realized. I do apologize. I don't know what happened. I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, sorry. So,
No, I
so
don't think
Stargate's been
that's you.
canceled, Summer. Or not Summer, Evie. So that's what's going on. Stargate's been
Yeah,
canceled.
sorry, surprise.
Yeah,
Guys, if you
and
can hear
Evie, it
me, my
looks we
internet's
can hear
just
you.
dropping in and out.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Uh-oh.
I guess she can't.
Yeah.
And I think
Oh
she's
yeah, she's
frozen now.
frozen
Either
now, it looks
that
like.
or she's really good at being a mime.
Yeah.
It's
Very
one of
good.
those. It's one of those weeks.
Yeah.
I Summer, where were you when you found out?
In the hospital, in the ER.
Oh no, Summer. Just
Yeah, so I
Oh.
got
just
bad news all the
amplified
way
your
around.
day.
Yep, it was a bad day. I saw the news and I'm like, wait a minute, is this rumor? And then I saw it
Mm.
was Gate World and I'm like, oh no, because
Yeah,
Gate World is Gate World.
You know
So
that's
that's the
it.
truth.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so I didn't
God.
know if they had canceled it entirely or if they were just questioning it. So I like scoured the
Right.
article to figure it out. And oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. It
I
was
woke
crazy.
up to the news. So
Yeah.
I woke up and, you automatically grab your phone and it was the first thing that hit me in the face. And I was like,
Oh,
no, no, this can't be true. But yeah, I think I also saw the Gate World article and I know that Darren has the best sources, so you can't
Well,
really
yes.
that's
question
it.
it.
Yeah.
No.
So I was just gutted. And I think I'm still feeling the effects of it now, just really sad and
Hmm.
It
just annoyed and
Hmm.
frustrated and just disappointed and
Gutted.
just devastated. Yeah. It
it's
just
one
seemed
thing
like,
to it just feels like the rug's been pulled out from under you.
oh, tell
Like
me
it,
about it.
why let it get this far and then oh, never mind. That's the thing that kills me
I
is
know, and it's like pulling the rug from underneath us. And we've had so many false promises made to us in the past, and all of them have fallen through. And then this has gotten to pre-production, and you're thinking, this is as far as it's gotten. It can't be pulled out now. I didn't even think about it. I was just waiting for further announcements on like the cast, locations, that sort of thing. And then this happens,
If
and
they could do it to Buffy that
oh,
late in the game,
that's
that
true.
was there was a little alarm bell that went off in the back of my head, and it's like, nope, that's not going to happen here. It could, but nope,
yeah,
it's not going to happen.
yeah.
We
And
worked so
thud.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me
It's
about
like
it.
all this
Anyway,
hard work is
Yeah.
that's the bummer because we've worked so hard, you know.
But you know what?
I know.
We're not gonna take it lying down. We're
Yep.
going to stand back up and with a smile on our face,
Continue
Yes, it.
fighting the
continue to
good
march
fight,
forward.
and
That's right.
hopefully it'll just feel that more earned
Yes,
Yeah.
when
exactly.
we
Ain't that the
finally get
truth?
that show.
Yes.
So how's your reception now, Evie?
It's okay. There is a little bit of weather outside, so it's a little bit stormy. So
Okay.
I don't know if that's it, but I did cut out for the majority of our
Okay.
introduction. So if I
Okay.
looked, if I
Uh,
looked like
Lockwatcher
frozen
said,
or
like
just
Mayborn
dazed,
from
I do
Watergate.
apologize.
Oh
Thought that
yes,
was pretty good.
yes.
Okay.
Excellent.
So yes,
Hilarious.
if you want to contribute to that, either on foot, the fundraiser by James Kerfoot,
Yeah.
on being in Culver City on Tuesday at 11, or um, financially, they've already
Yes.
cleared their goal for the plane. They're planning on doing
Oh,
some other
well and truly
things.
over that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
did I
so
did
just
I
thrilled with
miss
that.
this at the beginning? Are you going, David?
I would love to, but I'm not.
Okay.
It's such short notice. I'm not sure if I. It would be one thing if I hadn't just come home for being away for a month.
Yeah.
Um, there is a slim chance that something might happen. We'll have to wait. We'll have to see.
Hitchhike your
Things will
way
have to
across the
move very
country.
fast. Yeah, yeah. I've done it before. No, not specifically, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we've told Summer about our little game that we play. Bad
Mhm.
example.
Yes.
I
Yes.
have
I'm
it.
I don't
excited to
have
see
anything
her
prepared.
contribution.
So,
No,
Summer, I
nor do
know you
I.
do.
I
Okay,
do.
perfect. All
Let's
right.
do it. Let's do
So
it.
don't
Are we
tell us what
playing
it
now?
is. We are
Yep.
playing
Just
now.
hold it straight
Okay.
up to the
Hold
camera.
it
Okay.
high and proud.
Okay. We'll show you a little bit at a time. Okay. So
Summer, this is supposed to be a bad example. Okay.
yeah. Okay. I tried.
Oh, oh, I
Um,
like
oh
it.
my.
Oh,
Oh wow. Pull back a little bit, Summer. There we go. Wow.
okay. There's a doctor.
Oh, I know this one.
That's Daniel Tilk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
And Alia Atreides
yes.
down there in the well. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I've got
I
it.
think.
All right.
That's
No,
it.
I don't know if I have it.
You don't think you don't think so?
No, I
Oh, that's
don't.
the
I'm so
dead giveaway.
frustrated.
Let me zoom in here.
I assume
Exactly.
that's Sam.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
And let's see if you can.
Oh, yes. I thought okay, it's initially what I thought it was, but
Raj
for
has
some
got it.
reason
Singularity.
that looked like it looked like a
Yes.
basket for a second, or it looked like a little red willy card. And I
I'm
was
sorry,
like,
is
Yeah.
TNT is
I get
TNT
it.
down there with Cassandra?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the only way I could like represent the bomb, you know,
I
'cause-
love it.
Here's Cassandra. Here's the
Yep.
bomb. Cassandra is a bomb.
yeah.
That is
funny.
fantastic.
Very well done.
That's great.
There's Frasier.
Oh, is that Doug
I love how you made the
Frasier?
entire SG-1 team. That is a good example. That is not a bad example. But
Sorry.
And we don't
I
often
tried.
have such bright colors and actually colored in. Usually we just
Nicole
have little
was good
stick
at
figures.
colors.
So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
she was good at using colors, but not so much that sort of level
Coloring.
of illustration. So
Yeah.
yes,
I'll get worse as we go, I promise.
That's it. Exactly right. No,
the worse
you
the
must
better, as
spend
David
1
always
minute or
says.
less. The worse the
Okay.
better.
You
That's
got
right.
it.
So, absolutely. Okay, we've got a couple of episodes here that we've been looking forward to.
Got some bangers.
That's it. Exactly. We have The Ties That Bind and
Mhm.
Duet. These were episodes that aired in, I believe, 2005, if I'm not mistaken. Was it 2005, the original air dates?
I have 2005.
Okay.
I actually have August for the Ties That Bind, but I have July for Duet. I don't know how true that is, but definitely 2005.
Yeah, July. That's what I read as well on IMDb.
They should have aired the same day. That's interesting.
That's what I thought too. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
we're going to air them the same day now.
We'll
So
just go
that's
with it.
that's
We'll
the
just
plan.
go with
So
it.
if you've got these episodes queued up, you can watch along with us. There's a timer on the screen for those who are newbies. Here, there is no MGM logo at the front of this, so if you have that on your copies, you can go past that if you want to be exactly lined up with us. And that's what we've got here. Now, you have the show, Summer?
I do. I have it queued
Okay,
up right
perfect.
now.
And Yvie, you're good?
I'm all ready to go. I remembered
Okay.
to turn down my volume because otherwise I get really surprised.
I get it. No. Okay. So I've got the episode here, ready to rock and roll. And let's go ahead and get started with the ties that bind.
All right.
And Summer, your commentary is very welcome. And if
thank you.
you need to cut one of us off with an idea that comes to your
Please.
Fran,
Yes,
you let
please
us
do
know.
it.
Just do
I-
it.
I have a
will do
lot of
so.
notes, but please interrupt me.
That's it. Yeah,
because
Yvie will
your
snarkily
opinion
tell you,
and
well,
your notes
at this
are-
time code it would have happened, but now I'm delayed. So, all right. The ties that bind, everyone, in 5, 4, 3. Welcome back to Wormhole Extremists. My name is David. I'm with Yvie.
Hello.
And Summer, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Summer Roy is joining us. She is one of the original Stargate super fans, and this is the ties that bind.
This is the ties.
Did
that
I turn
bind.
off my video, David?
You can.
I
If
don't
you
know.
like.
We'll
You
see
don't
later.
have to.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So I believe that this episode started live as Treasure, Treasure, Treasure until Brad Wright supplied the final title. And the concept actually came from Robert C., who set Joe Malozzi loose to develop it solo. So he wrote the first draft in just over a week, and he called it the most enjoyable script of his 11-plus season run. And it's not even supposed to be his episode because there was a delay in another episode he was writing and it opened the window. So I believe that Paul Mully came in after to tighten the structure, and by Joe's own account made the single most significant contribution to the episode, which I'll bring up later. And Joe also noted in the pre-broadcast Gateworld comments that despite spinning off the three-parter, this episode works as a standalone. You can also see two goofs up front in Daniel's glasses. You can see Vala when she steps through the green screen behind the gate prop is visible in the reflection of his glasses. And the point of origin is in the wrong position on the.
Oh no!
That's
point of
minor.
origin.
I figure
Oh
that
my
happens
goodness.
pretty origin. Yeah, that probably happens all the time.
I suspect. Oh yeah, you can see the green in his reflection for sure.
Yeah, you can.
Yep.
I love how you
love the
repeated
stepping
his line. Yeah,
backward.
I can.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Now he's gone. She's gone.
She just
On with my
has
life.
a level of
Right.
coolness that I just would never be able to match.
He's about to mention cake here. Did you save me a piece of cake? Which is classic O'Neill.
That's
play
right.
words there.
Exactly. And I think it's like the first of at least two direct references to O'Neill, because later I
He
think
does.
Cameron actually is called O'Neill by
Yep.
Tilk.
Yes.
Oh,
In fact,
the
good
look
morning,
of absolute disgust on
sunshine
his
instead
face.
of good morning, campers.
Exactly.
honestly, I'm not sure how Vala would have. Did she crawl back to the Stargate? I mean, if she's been gone for an hour,
Right?
what if she wasn't near the Stargate?
I don't know what happened. Maybe she spent some of that hour passed out on the opposite side of the gate and then came to and then dialed Earth.
Possible.
I don't
I
know.
figured things would have gotten worse, but
Yeah.
gotta buy it.
Makes you
I
wonder
love-
if SG-1 like sent somebody to watch after her for a little while because she's kind of crazy at this point and they don't trust her. So
It
maybe
wouldn't
one
be
of the
impossible
yeah,
that they just omitted that fact. Yeah.
yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, maybe they had somebody follow her through
Yeah,
the
just to keep
gate
tabs
and then
on
just
her.
keep an eye on her and make sure that she either left the gate location or dialed a secondary address and was actually gone.
Right.
Does this title sequence have episodes like 908 and 909 in this in terms of because I know that we saw Prototype. I'm trying to remember if that's 908 or 909, but there's some episodes that we've just not seen yet in this title sequence.
I don't know. I didn't have any
Mm.
notes about the title sequence.
Oh well, I guess there's a first time for anything.
But that doesn't mean that it's not happening. Oh, that
Oh,
does
it's
look
happening.
different. Yeah.
Trust me, it is. I know my opening sequences.
I bet you do.
Poor Walter.
Oh, Walter. I actually like how he's got more of an active role. in,
Absolutely.
like,
Yes.
these 2 seasons, you actually see him walking about, not just sitting at the desk.
Well, RDA really made that possible in season 8, and then seasons 9 and 10 they just carried it forward because like this is an established character.
Yeah.
So
Oh, and I
Yes.
love
Yeah.
the Radar O'Reilly kind of vibe he has to him from MASH, where he predicts
Mm.
that's
everything.
why he's named Walter.
Yes, that's right.
That's why Jack named him
Walter
that
O'Reilly.
in season 4.
Yeah.
Exactly. So this doing up of the button. So there was someone on Reddit that flagged this scene as more than it appears. And you can see that Landry, he clocks it. And there's like a bit of a shared smile at the end of this conversation before he moves on. And multiple rewatchers have read this as the show quietly implying something between Cameron and Lan. And my understanding was at some stage, I think we've mentioned this in a previous stream, that that was originally the plan.
Yes. So, and it was deleted from, there was an extended scene that was deleted from the Powers That Be that had them in a thing. But it just
Ah,
it didn't make the cut. And it was,
yeah.
I wish I had heard it because that was the only time that I got to hear. I was there for the filming of it, and it's in the next episode.
Yes, it is the next episode.
Hmm.
And of course, we're going to be seeing the great Wallace Shawn here in a minute. But
Oh
I
man.
remember your interview with Gary
Oh
talking
yeah.
about how his good friend Michael Roberts interviewed, or actually auditioned, I'm sorry, for the role of Arlos. And
Exactly.
he reminded the Malozzi so much of Wallace Shawn that they went and got Wallace Shawn.
Was it Malazzi or
Yes.
Mully?
I think that's a good question, David. I think it was Malozzi or Molly. I can't remember which. I apologize.
So
Oh man.
I think my familiarity with the story is that I think Joe slid a note across to Paul
Yes.
like
Yes.
during the audition of Mike Roberts and
Absolutely.
said like reminds me of Wallace Shawn, and then he's like,
Yep.
should we just get him? And I think Gary said something like he Wallace Shawned his way out of the audition, like his
Yes,
friend did.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just to
Gosh.
point out here, Ben Bowder's outfit going on is very reminiscent of his Farscape outfit.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Right there.
Leather
exactly right.
pants.
Yeah,
The
both of
leather
them actually.
pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was stock footage from the Broca Divide, the Land of Lights, if I'm not mistaken, for Arlos. And I
Ah,
wanted to say it was the planet
establishing.
Argos, but it's not Argos, where Arlos is on. It is the Broca Divide planet, Land of Lights. So,
So obviously we all know Wallace Shawn, best known as
inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
the
That's
Z-Man
right.
in The Princess Bride, and I believe
Yes,
he also did a stint on Star Trek Deep Space Nine,
he
and
did.
he
The
voiced
Grand
Rex
Nagus.
across all of the Toy Story
The
films, including
dinosaur,
the most
yes.
Buzz, the
recent,
monkeys aren't
Toy
working. We're
Story 5.
formulating another plan.
David, that's spot on. Oh my
It's not
gosh.
bad. I love him. He has such a distinctive look and sound.
Yes.
It's
Paul
just
Brickler,
like a
is he
little
wearing
bit
2 belts? I
disappointing.
think he is. Yeah.
It's just a little bit disappointing he doesn't have more of a role in
Oh, I
this. He just sort of
Oh
know.
he
yeah.
just bookends the episode, really.
Oh boy.
Marla just knows everyone. It's
Oh
great.
Oh
yes.
yeah.
And is in trouble with everyone.
Exactly. She has a reputation that is unmatched.
I didn't realize that there's 2 different lengths. There's a Vala
I
length
was
bracelet
thinking
and a
that.
Daniel length bracelet.
There totally is.
Yeah.
Yes. Good eye.
Vala also has, Claudia has Vala size SG-1 and SGC and Air Force patches for
Oh
her
wow.
uniform later
Oh,
on. Because she has such a small frame. It's
oh.
like, this is too big. So
Yeah. Oh, right. So they minimized them for her.
Mm.
they reduced them in size, yes. And that was a
Oh,
trend that
that's
they
very
kept
nice.
in SGU for some of the some of the smaller actors
Yeah.
who had, ooh, goodness.
Spicy.
Some history there.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, allegedly.
You know what surprised me researching this episode was that Vala was or Claudia was actually hired before Ben Bowder. I didn't know that. I thought Ben Bowder had been hired for Cam way before Vala, but it was actually the other way around. They had already had her in mind for a cameo. It was just supposed to be brief. She wasn't supposed to be a part of the series initially. So I was quite surprised to read that.
Oh, that they had brought Cam in, Ben for season 9, and then only after he was brought in did they bring in Vala for season 9. Is that what you're saying?
No, it was
No, the other way.
it was the other way around.
Saying it was the other way
Oh,
around.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, they already had Vala in mind just for
Well,
a
Vala was
cameo.
introduced in the previous season.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
Yeah, and I
that's
didn't
true.
realize that at first because I thought of
I
Cam
see.
had to be first. So I was wondering, I wonder if they were surprised to see each other. So that's what I was looking up since they had.
Bonnie Hammer wanted Ben involved in Stargate come hell or high water. That was a directive from Bonnie Hammer to Rob Cooper and Brad Wright. And they're like, yep,
Yes.
you got to get him. Make it happen, which is not a good bargaining position for Stargate Productions, let me tell you.
Not really.
But Ben didn't know that, thankfully. So
I wanted to just quickly.
he could have charged whatever he wanted.
They kind of showed him as a fanboy and actually read that he absolutely did binge the entire
He sure did.
Stargate series like a week before he came on the show. And so he really did know so much about the show coming on, even though he didn't before that, the week before that. Yeah. So it's kind of cool.
Did some studying.
Yeah. He studied.
Yeah, which I think on the opposite hand, I believe Wallace Shawn admitted to Joe Malozzi that he'd actually never seen the show before.
Oh,
In
goodness.
fact, he didn't even own a television at the time.
I'm not
Yeah,
surprised.
he
A lot of
famously
actors don't.
doesn't. Yeah, he's famously known for not owning a television a lot. Yeah.
I love him
Also,
in My
you
Dinner
might-
with Andre.
Oh, I haven't seen
Oh, I've actually never
Worth
seen
watching.
it.
Worth
Okay.
watching.
But I hear great things about it. I think
What
it
have you
was
been
on
trying to
his
get out,
IMDb.
Yvie? We've been cutting
I
you
was
off.
a few things, but I was just going to say in reference to this particular scene that the weapons carried by Arlos's guards are the ones from Time Cop that they
with
used for the
Jean-Claude Van
Jedi
Damme.
and the Cetidans in Atlantis.
Yes.
I wonder if
that's
they
right.
actually still use them in Time Cop. That I couldn't find that information, but
They're still in
Yeah.
production in Vancouver. I saw them a few months ago.
I'll be dang.
Ah, that's cool.
I'll be dang indeed. The heck you say?
That's
I
so
also
cool.
I also believe that around here there was a cut scene where Claudia Black, she's mentioned it, sort of in
Yes.
a
If
roundabout
you
way.
want me to give this a little bit of detail here. So she told this to me and Darren specifically.
Yes.
She
She
did not
did,
like how
yes.
this went. She said in as it exists in the episode, it makes Vala sound like quote unquote a slut. She said, guys, I did not lead him down the primrose path and then make love with him and do all this stuff. I got him very drunk, and then I let him believe whatever he wanted to believe. What's wrong with that?
Yes,
And they cut it
yes.
They cut it.
No,
She's
I
like,
would have
this
been
makes her
annoyed
look
too.
terrible.
Yeah.
It does. That's why I had such a hard time believing Vala's sincerity. I think at the first of the series, I questioned it heavily throughout because there were some scenes that just made her seem like there was no sincerity, and I was hoping for more validation during the series, and it was just really hard for me to grasp it.
No, I totally get that, especially I guess when we have later, does she not hop into Daniel's bed?
Probably.
Is that this episode?
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So off the back of then that cut scene, it just doesn't make her look all that sincere.
No. Oh boy.
And
I
this
believe
pistol, yep.
yes, you go, Summer.
The pistol that she's holding is the same one that she used in Stargate. Farscape, excuse me.
It is, yeah.
It is.
Really?
I don't know if it's the same one, but it's
Yep.
modeled off, and I did double check.
That's a
I did,
Farscape
like,
pistol?
His.
I don't know if it is specifically, but it's definitely designed to match her gun
Oh,
from
yeah,
Farscape.
correct.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. I never knew that. That is so cool. I assumed it was taken from iRobot. I think there's a gun in iRobot that's very similar.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Ah.
about. Yes.
I also didn't mention that there was two children running across the set at the very start of this scene, and they were Ben Browder's real life kids.
Oh, you're
Oh,
kidding.
no way.
Okay.
Neat.
Yeah, Milo and Emily, I think. Amelia,
Yeah,
Emmy.
it
Yeah.
was, yeah. I was going to say as well that this character in Argo is played by Michael P. Northey, and the forehead markings, I believe, belong to Talgoth. And
Yes.
we've heard that Talgoth. We've actually heard the name Talgoth mentioned a few times. He's the one who sent that small army after Lieutenant Tyler back in the Fifth Man, and he popped up again in Evolution, where
Oh,
he
wow.
tried to
Tilgath.
ally with another
Yep,
minor Goa'uld against Anubis.
That's
that's
a
right.
pretty obscure
Went
symbol.
about as well as you'd expect. Yeah.
Hey, this is Yvie we're talking about here. She gets her P's and Q's. Um, yeah,
I love
Thundercat
it.
says that was or previously stated was the reason I struggled with this character at times. Claudia knew it,
Yes.
so
Yes. I
it's
love
so
this
funny.
standoff.
Yeah,
Deal. Just the absolute disdain in his face.
that's it.
Yes.
Scenes like this are a just a dream for fans to look through. I mean, you got a serpent helmet there. It's all kinds of stuff that the prop department has collected.
I
Look
love
at
it.
this, the Ring of Shen-Mara, and I sold it for I forget how much money.
Yes, I've
This
put in my
guy
notes
is
here that you
great.
sold it. He is good. That's Malcolm Scott.
And it's sitting on top of the Excalibur pedestal.
Oh, yes, of course it is. Oh,
Or
reuse,
maybe not the Excalibur
recycle.
pedestal, but the one from one of the caves, one of the
Hmm.
um,
So
the
the
Riddle
actor
caves.
here, Malcolm Scott, he also read for the part of Arlos, which of course went to Wallace Shawn, and also the other casting shuffle that there was, Michael P. Northey that we saw in the previous scene as the Jafar trader, he originally auditioned for this role. So
Oh
both
my
men ended up in
golly.
the episode just for not parts that they actually tried out for. And I also believe that the force shield on the power coil was not scripted. So when the Daily showed Michael Shank's reaction to reaching towards it, they realized that the moment needed a visual effect. So the VFX team added it in
Ah.
post.
Well, you could argue that that's the ring. I mean, or it could be this coiled metal. But I always assumed
Mm.
that the ring was the energy field that it produced.
Ah. And I really hate that we never get to figure out why he wants Chicoil, because that's a mystery that never got solved at the end of the day.
That's true.
And
I
Just
think
let your
it
mind
just
wander,
adds to the
Summer.
humor.
yeah,
Yeah.
Absolutely, all these guys are
Because
just
it's just that they're just, they're taking advantage of one another and
yes.
they each know it. So yeah, it makes
Well,
it
I
more
know
funny
that
that
there's a
way.
cut scene in this show
oh
where
yeah,
they had they showed on a cargo ship where somebody went to the bathroom and then they had
yep,
like these little
Yes.
rings that beamed up the
yep.
waist. And so I'm just wondering, maybe he needed it for the toilet. I don't know.
It's possible.
That's
This
hilarious. It
guy
was the missing
stole
part.
his scenes. This he absolutely stole this
Good.
scene,
Yeah. Yeah.
and also good
I
dialogue.
agree. He's sort of like Han Solo, but if Han Solo lost the Millennium Falcon and found religion. Also, this scene was shot on the grounds of the Burnaby Art Gallery just outside Vancouver, and the same spot actually later turned up as as a convent on Once Upon a Time. So it's kind of been typecast as a
Hmm.
house of worship.
Interesting.
It's very zen.
Yes, it is. It's very tranquil.
A whole
Actually,
cargo ship.
when I was rewatching this episode and time coding my notes the other day, I hadn't seen this episode in a long time, and I had to freeze it when this guy came on screen because he is the spitting image of my friend's fiance.
This
Spitting
guy.
image. I actually took a screenshot of him and sent it to my friend. It's like,
Well, there
does
you
this
go.
remind you of anybody? He's got some ginger hair and he's got the ginger beard and everything. Yeah, I really like this guy's character too. It just goes from being this
Just
like religious
the halt
figure
in the
to then just
dialogue.
like
Oh yeah, it's
spinning on a
fantastic.
dime, and he's just as corrupt as
Blessed day, blessed day.
can be. Oh no.
Paula's like, man,
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
great. 10 out of
our
jump.
first proper
Lucin
introduction.
Alliance.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's
And
it.
we did see these guys back on Prometheus Unbound.
That's it.
So, and I believe it's the same two actors. So, Jeff Redknapp and Morris Chapdelaine.
Yep.
And
That's it.
Morris actually had already worked on the show before playing Tennant. He just wasn't in front of the camera. I believe he puppeteered the Alec Coulson Asgard back in Covenant.
That's it. Wow. There's the name right there. And a couple of ships from Space Race.
Yes.
Yes.
That's it.
Oh, I did write that down. It was yeah, it was that one particular ship. You get more
Yeah,
of
that
a
one.
look at it in a little bit. Making fun of
Props to absolutely, where I can. Props to Nick Knack 1998. Hello, Nicole. The pistol Vala had was Winona, John's pistol from Farscape, as far as I remember.
Oh, Winona. She got the name and everything. That's great.
That is cool.
I spent a week with Nicole, and she says she's still recovering from the last week. Yeah, it was a tough one. We went all around London.
Oh, I'd love to hear about your trip.
We will share details.
So this whole episode, are you guys familiar with the old lady who swallowed the fly? You know,
Yes.
Oh,
that,
yes.
I don't know
perhaps
why
she'll
she
die.
swallowed that fly.
Exactly. It kind of, this whole quest kind of reminds me of that. It's like every answer just unlocks another problem. You know, they need one thing, which means fetching another thing, which means tracking down the third, and it kind of like spirals from there. It just
She
really
swallowed the
reminds me of
cat to
that.
catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the fly.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Perhaps she'll die.
It also kind of reminds me of like this new thing that a lot of people are doing where they,
Don't say baby shark.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I didn't even come to mind. I was thinking where, nowadays they'll take a paper clip and then they trade up and trade up and trade up until they get to a car.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, and then
Wow.
like quite a few people do like YouTube clips about it.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah, about like free trade. Oh, I mean, there's a line between being positive and actually communicating something that's achievable.
Don't set those there, Daniel.
Oh, the
I think
glasses?
this is
Yeah,
like
that's right.
the lovely little showcase for exactly what Joe Malozzi praised about Claudia Black in this episode. He singled out her comedic timing and her screen presence and her knack for landing a line precisely as written. And I think there's something sort of childlike about Vala here, and I find it quite fascinating because everything else that we know about her so far points the other way. So this is like a con artist and a thief who's talked her way out of trouble all over the galaxy and never seems to be rattled by anyone. But like every so often, you catch this flash of something younger and a little bit more vulnerable. And I'd argue that that's closer to the real her, and the rest is just a performance that she's learned in order to survive. Also, the little incident that Summer alluded to with the glasses. I believe that in the next scene,
Oh,
he's
yes.
wearing them obviously repaired.
Yep, they were just
So I
fine
don't
in
know
the
whether
next
he
scene.
has like a spare pair lying around.
That's, you would
He
assume.
does.
Yeah.
I think we sold 2 pair, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
Huh.
I may be wrong. But we definitely did sell that pair.
I imagine they're just frames with just regular
Yes.
glass in them.
Yeah, just normal glass.
60-40. Right down the middle, 60-40.
Is that the carapace that Eris Bach was wearing on his back? Not, maybe not. I don't know. Is that part of
Can't
it?
really get a good look at it. It could
Yeah,
be.
maybe not.
Huh.
He was wearing something very Boba Fett-esque on his back. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, oh.
Yes.
Nope, here we go. Oh, ooh. And Michael Shanks here, his agitation at Vala's every move, I think is just brilliant. He plays that perfectly.
I agree. Drops the pencil.
Uh,
I don't know how it would have looked like like
uh,
that. The way she sat on it.
yep.
Oh man, the way they were
It
folded.
completely
That is
just
funny.
twisted one of the lenses like
It sure did.
around. I don't know how a bum could do that, but there you go.
What did she push off the table like a cat?
I don't know.
I hope
That
it
was
Just in
wasn't
funny.
the tablet.
defiance. It was funny.
Yeah, there's his
I can do
glasses,
no
all
right.
nice and pristine.
Yeah, he would have had more than one pair. Had to have.
Mm,
Surprise.
this scene makes me sad. It also reminds me of a very similar scene in Unending.
Yes, on the
Uh-huh.
ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did we ever figure out how she got in the room?
I bet she charmed a
No.
guard.
Because the guard is
Seriously?
acting as though he's guarding the room because she's inside of it. So how did
Right.
she then get out of there? Did she climb through the vents? Do they have vents?
I would surmise. What is that? We'll have to spend the rest of our lives together. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you just wait. In this timeline, that will be the case before it gets reversed.
Hmm.
So, where did she get those? Or
Yeah,
was she
that's what I
always
was wondering. Where
always
did she
wearing
get?
them? Maybe
No,
maybe she was always wearing them. Maybe those were always her
Don't
undies.
know.
but when she visits with the senator here in a little bit, she has like on these nice pantyhose that are like so unique and stuff. And it's like she has to have a suitcase somewhere. Like there's
That's it.
something.
Yeah, maybe they had somebody go off base and
Yeah, that's had to. Yeah.
buy some stuff for her. Or maybe she did get hold of Daniel's credit card in the end and did a bit of online shopping.
Oh man, he's got her pegged.
He's got her number for sure.
Hmm.
Textbook case. It's just it's so sad.
And she
'Cause
acts so sad here, and she gives this beautiful little tortured speech, and then she turns around and he says, "Are you just fooling with me?" And she says, yeah. And so
mm,
that's one reason that her character was always so a mystery to me because I
Mm,
couldn't tell if she
no, I
was being
get that.
sincere or not.
Absolutely. And I think we're supposed to be in that position, much like Daniel, because
Hmm.
he just assumes that she's lying as well.
Yeah.
And I think it's sad because it's Vala in hindsight genuinely letting her guard down
Hmm.
and showing Daniel something real, and then he questions her sincerity and she deflects it into a joke. And I think he takes that as proof that the whole thing was a con, but I just think she's almost retreating because he isn't interested in her and she's just embarrassed.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah,
And in a few episodes when it actually is confirmed that she was a host and
I think it's the
went
next
through all that,
episode.
it starts to validate a lot of what she's saying.
validate. Yeah.
Validate, exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
she
Exactly,
mentions it
precisely.
validate. Yeah. She
Hmm.
mentions it in Prometheus Unbound, her first episode, that she was a host.
Hmm.
But
Yes,
yeah.
but we don't know if she's lying or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
It's
I see what you're saying.
validated
So it's
in
to
Right.
it's
confirm. Yeah.
validated in the powers that be.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So
this
I
guy
didn't,
here is taking
yes,
Kinsey's spot. So
he
Kinsey used to
is.
hold his Senate spot there.
The
Exactly. So
Appropriations
he's
Committee. Yeah.
yeah, so this actor is Bruce Gray, and I believe that before flying to Vancouver, he actually asked Joe and Paul Mully for a conference call, and he wanted to be briefed on the Ori, the Goa'ulds, and the Jafar.
Oh boy.
And I believe that Joe Malozzi described it as the two of them summarizing 9.5 years of Stargate in a single phone call.
He really wanted to
And
know.
yeah, I think it's
Wow.
really cool because it's his only episode. And
That's it. And if
also,
he's going to
I
stand in
didn't
front of
piece
them
it
like that, then
together.
yeah.
I had to look him up on IMDb because I knew he looked familiar. He played the father of the groom in My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Oh.
Okay.
And he's also really well known for his role in the Toronto drama Traders. And he actually sadly passed away in December of 2017 at 81 after a battle with cancer. And his
Ah,
death was actually written into the third Greek wedding film. And
ah.
also, kind of a nice Stargate thread on Traders, he would have worked with David Hewlett, Patrick McKenna, and Peter Stebbings.
Oh,
There you go.
wow.
And this
Yeah.
is the scene that Paul Mully wrote that I alluded to earlier. He might have just written the dialogue with Fala, with her very famous scene in a second.
Yeah, this guy's far more straight arrow than Kenzie was.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Nicole also brought up the in the chat here that her scene with Vala's scene with Daniel earlier is a mirror of the scene in Unending where
yes.
they both fully let their guard go down. I do think that Vala was being sincere there, but at a certain point, you know, she's like, well, if I can turn this around, fine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Is this the only time we see Tilk in a suit? I don't ever recall him in a suit. And
The
it's
vagina
just so...
monologues.
Oh, yes, you're
Oh,
right.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
You dressed up for the theater.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was wondering if had we seen him before because it's so unusual.
Yeah, for sure. And
So,
we've not addressed what's going on in this scene at all. They're
mm.
dismantling the funds for SGC
Just insane.
to make room for the Atlantis expedition.
Exactly. And they want them to just focus on the technologies that they've already
Yep.
acquired instead of procuring new technologies.
Believe it or not, Vala is the extreme voice of reason in the room at the moment. I mean, she nails it.
And you're right, I love those tights. I would wear those.
Right?
Oh my
They're
God.
incredible.
Oh, jeez. Look at that. You're not winning our case here.
Well, my question for you guys would be, what was your read on Landry bringing Vala to Washington? Was it misjudgment or was it an excellent bad idea?
I don't think realistically he would have brought her.
He had
I just
to.
don't.
But he just had to.
Yeah, no, he had to because of the bracelets.
I get that,
Well,
but
it was
leave her
the
outside.
bracelets, and he also wanted her, I think, to be there to speak on what the Ori are
I get it.
capable of doing.
Yeah,
I get
that's
it.
a
But
good
he
seeing
just
as she
humiliated
essentially
himself in
Yeah.
front in front of a chunk of the Washington elite that he is supposed to, you know, have a
But she
working
was
relationship
right.
with.
She was
I
right,
know she's
though.
right.
You
I
know?
know she's right.
Mm,
But
she
that
just
doesn't
doesn't have,
mean that
she just
right. She has any
can't
filter.
communicate it in the right way.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's a line from Tilk in a second, and I'm wondering if they put it in there deliberately because of Wallace Shawn being in this episode, because it's a bit of a nod to the Princess Bride.
Inconceivable.
Hmm?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
No.
my name is Nico Montoya.
You killed my father, prepared to die.
That's it.
No.
Buzz, the monkeys aren't working. Hey, there's Earth.
It is Earth, yeah.
Oh, the Trader's Planet.
It's
That
not
they were
actually
on.
supposed to be Earth. It's reused footage. I should insert.
Ah.
Well, the Trader's Planet that they showed earlier, or they're going to show again, is the same as the planet in Need, but the mining operation was digitally removed. So
Mm-hmm. It was,
Need
yeah.
was the one where Daniel, saved the woman and was in the
Yep.
sarcophagus a lot.
Exactly.
Well, this is what happens when Washington cuts your operating budget.
Mm.
They're able to find that they're able to use, get along with what, 1/3 or 1/4 of what was the amount that they're going to be moved forward with
Uh,
their previous operating budget?
30%? 30?
30%,
something
yeah.
like that.
So you
Yeah.
have to use old stock footage in these episodes,
Yeah.
So
which is
Teal'c
ironic
said,
because by season 9 they really get more of a budget for
Yeah.
the
Oh,
show.
yeah.
What did Teal'c say?
Teal'c said, "As you wish."
As
As you wish, of
Yeah.
course,
As you
So
wish.
if
absolutely.
it was deliberate, it would mean Teal'c just quietly told Cameron that he loves him.
Yep, that's right.
Yep. That's it. That's so great. Such a deep line for
Exactly.
many
So
reasons.
I believe this scene was supposed to run a little bit longer in the script. So in the cut exchange, Cameron lists off the dangerous criminals he supposedly captured. So the names were all jokes, like Grabtha the Hammer from Galaxy Quest and Trebek the Destroyer after
Mary
Alex
Kate and
Trebek.
Ashley Olsen. Yep.
Oh,
And
God.
Ted hadn't heard any of them, but apparently Jupe perks up and says that he's maybe heard of the last one, Trebek the Destroyer. And Morris Chapdelaine actually explained on your Dial the Gate interview with him that the makeup took 3 to 4 hours to apply. So
That's right.
he'd be on set by 3 in the morning. And the cow was so heavy and enclosed that he could barely eat, and he had to drink through a straw between takes.
Yep.
And he had to stay very calm and almost meditative the whole day to avoid overheating and panicking.
Wow.
And you could apparently barely see or hear in the costumes. So he saw through these tiny little pinholes up near the sinuses.
That's it.
And at one point they had to give him an earpiece just so he could catch his cues for filming. And that distinctive voice that he has is apparently out of necessity. So the teeth were so large that the only way he could speak was right at the back of his throat.
Oh, God.
That's reminiscent of Jim Carrey talking about the Grinch and how he had to go kind of in a meditative state in order
Exactly.
to
And he
survive
became
the
obsessed with the
content.
Bee Gees because they really helped. The music from the Bee Gees really helped calm him down for some reason.
Wow.
I mean,
Okay, there you go.
It is a crazy. I mean, they go through a lot with the makeup. It's a grueling job. I mean, and it takes a special
know.
kind of actor to handle that.
I think
Not
they
everyone can.
for Jim Carrey, I think they brought in, I feel like we've discussed this in a previous episode, but they had to bring in someone who was in the military who actually
You're
was an
correct.
expert in torture. Just to
I
give
wouldn't be
him some
surprised.
tips. Yeah.
Raiders fan.
In the NFL. Oh my
I
gosh.
love the head cock. It's very
what?
like cat or dog.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Christopher used to do that a lot as Teal'c.
Yes. Yes,
Just
he does a lot of
minimal
nodding
movements.
as
If you're gonna do a
well.
little bit of
Yeah.
movement, then like head cock, head nod. He took all that from James Earl Jones. But move as little as you can.
So I finally reached the part of my notes where I explained the ship from Space Race. It's Jarlath's ship in Space Race. And you'll see
Jarlath,
it
yeah,
in the
Golan Jarlath.
top left-hand corner at about the 38-minute mark. So 20 seconds time-ish.
It's an interesting looking gun as well.
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue where it's
We
from.
sold them
but
at PropWorks.
You did?
That's
Okay.
Yeah, no,
cool.
it's fabricated. It's foam.
Oh, okay.
It's hard foam.
1 minute.
Oh, wait a second.
That's
Damn you, Cam Mitchell.
Yes. They're bumbling idiots, aren't they? I actually
There
kind
we
of feel
go.
bad for them a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. They're not terrible guys. They're just a mess.
Hmm.
There we go.
So in a second, it'll be on the top left-hand side, the Jarlath's ship.
That's it.
Yeah, there
Yep.
it
Why
is.
doesn't this ship have a cloak?
I
Huh.
don't know.
All of these, I thought cloaks came standard on cargo vessels.
Uh-huh.
I guess not.
Maybe it's an upgrade. You have to pay
Yeah,
for it.
what is it with this? Yeah, don't we find out what makes this ship different? Ah,
Hmm.
Those ones were cloaked.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's made a lot of modifications
There we
to this
go.
ship. Is it Caius? Caius made a lot of
Yes,
modifications to the ship.
that's
And
it.
Oh,
I actually really like this maneuver that
It's really
Vala
cool.
pulls in a
Yeah.
second. She just like
well,
Oh, I
spins it
like
on a
that one too.
dime.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They said that they're phantom ships, so maybe they weren't cloaked. They're like
Yeah, look at these. Look at the spin.
they're just appearing. Look at that. That's crazy.
It's a very tight turn.
They don't often let us see inside the cockpit very often that way. That was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Wait for it.
Is it an EMP?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Badoom.
That's
We
clever
could
though.
have done
I
that
like that.
with the full group, but I mean,
Yeah.
okay.
That yeah, like Tilt just looks like he's really impressed and he's like, why didn't the Goa'uld take on this kind of adaptation? But I mean, they weren't
Exactly.
really technologically minded, they just stole from other races.
True.
So he stole the ring of Shenmue from the shrine.
I
Fantastic.
believe so, yeah. He's gone back to his old ways. I love them. Bye-bye.
That's it.
Yep. Yep. See ya.
Or they carry a Fala.
So it ate the cat to what?
Ate the cat to eat the
steal
bird,
to bird.
and the
Okay.
bird to eat
It
the
swallowed
fly.
the bird to swallow to
Oh, the
catch the
Yeah.
spider,
fly.
and then the
Okay,
spider
so we're
swallowed
working
the
our way
fly.
back down the list. There we
Yeah,
go.
There
yeah,
we
yeah.
are.
I don't know why she swallowed that fly.
I guess she'll die.
Perhaps she'll
That's
die.
it.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Our
how old
mother's
is your
still
mother,
kicking
Sean?
around. Yeah.
Old.
I just love the whole irony of this episode. It's three planets, a Senate hearing, a customized Elkesh later, and the grand solution is simply to wait it out.
Yep.
And he knew
But
the
at
whole
least there
time.
is a solution. At least it will be undone.
It kind of just like this whole episode has no point, but it was so fun.
Yes.
But it's the journey really wasn't the point, right? It's the destination had nothing for them. But anyway,
It was still worth the go around.
yeah.
Poor Landry.
Or just leak it to the press.
Hey.
But then the Stargate might not be in their possession by next week.
Yeah,
Mm,
backfire.
exactly. You have to walk that fine line of being compliant and defiant.
Mm-hmm. Does the IOA exist yet, or is this the beginning of the IOA?
Don't know.
think it's
It
the
might be the beginning, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, see, just when they're talking about a dog and there's no Jack, it's a watchdog, but
Till going
that's
home
supposed to be
again.
a really lame joke.
Yeah, I get it.
You were
It's
right
good,
to
though.
pass over it.
Yeah, yeah.
You were right to pass over it.
Just love the way he
Aw.
looks at her and just turns like,
Goodbye.
yep.
Yeah.
So my understanding is this episode received a bit of a mixed reception. The
Mm,
Gateworld reviewer found it hilarious, but felt it played more like Firefly than Stargate, and that 4 episodes in, this was still a SG Camera 1 rather than SG-1.
yep.
And Reddit was a little bit warmer with plenty of praise for the chemistry between Michael and Claudia, and a sense that Vala is an acquired taste, but clicks better on a rewatch. And I think Joe Malozzi said he ranked this as his personal favorite script from his entire run.
Really?
Wow.
So,
I don't remember that. That's wild. And that's the ties that bind. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Hello, Summer.
Hello.
hello, hello,
Hello. I will go
Hello.
first. This has always been a fun episode for me. I love the guest performances. I think that The chain scenario really works well. I think this is one of my more favorite Vala episodes because Claudia is really allowed to show her range in this. She really is front and center for a lot of this show.
Yeah.
And it's a light premise, and every once in a while you have to have those. So I really appreciate this episode. So I would probably have to give it a 5.
Ooh,
Summer,
5
we
out
do
of
a
7.
7
Out of
scale
7 for
here.
7 chevrons. Yeah.
Yep.
Did you want to go next, Summer?
No, I'll listen to you for a minute.
Okay. That's fine.
I am assessing
So,
my options.
Yes.
I definitely agree that the lighter episodes can be quite fun. And I think considering we've been hit with a lot of heavy stuff recently, including and specifically related to, Vala essentially being burned alive. That
Oh, yeah.
was pretty traumatic, and that really sticks with you. So I think it was about time to have what is essentially a filler episode. But it was great having Wallace Shawn. I really like him. I'm just a little bit disappointed that he didn't have more of a role in this episode. As I said before, he just sort of bookends this episode. He's a little bit at the beginning, a little bit at the end, and that's about it. But I thought he did a great job. And the irony in this episode, I think, is just like, mwah, it's very tasty. I think it fits in nicely, even though, it does make the episode just a little bit silly. But I really enjoy this one. I think it's a lot of fun. And I think I'm also going to go with a 5, actually, because a 4 feels too low and a 6 feels too high. So I think 5 feels
And it's
like
also
good
why I
middle
chose
ground.
5.
Yeah.
It's usually the reason we choose numbers
Usually,
is because the one ahead of it
yes.
is too much and the one below it is too little.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. I probably didn't need to go into that much detail, but there you go.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Summer, you're up.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised that this is one of Malozzi's favorites because it has everything that makes Stargate. It's got humor, it's got drama, adventure, it's got everything that makes Stargate. And there's a lot of foreshadowing in this episode with Vala and things to come. And
Yes.
I think it really introduces her as a very in-depth character because the audience up to now really doesn't know what to expect from her except crazy. And
This is true.
I think it's really, really interesting how they've allowed her to put so much personality into her character and go with that. And it really does a good job of making you guess, like, is she sincere? Is she not sincere? And I love the reactions that she gets from SG-1 entirely, everybody who's reacting to her differently. And so, yeah, I think a 5 is a very good rating for this because 4 does seem a little bit low. And I think this episode, despite it being kind of pointless to run around all that, like you said, it's in the journey and the destination. And so we're figuring out who Vala is, where she comes from, how these guys are interacting all together, and we're foreshadowing for things to come. So I thought it was a good episode for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's almost like a bridging episode between Vala's past and Vala's future, if that
Yes,
makes sense,
it
because we've
does.
seen her at her worst. We've
This is
seen
true.
her try and take the Prometheus. We've seen her in her original role as, a bit of a, what would you call her? What's the word I'm looking for? A dishonest person who takes advantage of others and
Yeah.
Scoundrel.
A shyster.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
And this episode kind of helps to set her on the right path, I guess. But it does it in quite a fun way. So yeah,
That's it.
I do like
Would you
this
guys like
one.
to have a closer look at one of the? I found a photo of
Oh, prop
a
work
couple of
stuff?
photos that I took of the foam rubber guns here.
Oh,
Yes, I
yes.
would like to see one up close.
You
That's really
would? All right,
neat.
all right, all right. Let me pull this up here. Whoops. Let me pause that and stop that. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh
So it is
wow.
a
Yeah, you
foam
can really
rubber.
tell it's not. Yeah, okay. You can
That's
really
well
tell that
done.
it's not actually made of metal when you see it up close like
Yeah.
that.
That's right.
But it's
Yeah.
amazing what they can do with. So you said it's foam.
It's yes. It was a. It is just a foam rubber.
It
I
almost
love
kind of looks like
that.
a
It's like a
sword.
hard foam rubber. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it made from a single piece?
I believe this was,
No,
if
I
I'm
don't,
not
it
mistaken.
wouldn't.
This may be
Mm,
added on here, but
yes,
yeah, this all this was a single piece. So,
that is so cool.
and then they just painted it up. The other news that I wanted to cover while we're in between episodes here,
Hmm.
did you guys notice that a certain Stargate item went on sale?
The gate itself.
The Stargate, the
I
travel
did see
Stargate.
that.
Yep.
Yes, I did see that briefly. That is incredible because I think some of the guys were talking about it. We've got a Stargate superfan chat still with
Yes.
like the original 2019 MGM winners,
Mhm.
and someone mentioned it there, and then someone was, making a joke about, how they can't afford it, and yeah,
We're
that's
going to have a bake
incredible.
sale to,
They were going to have a bake sale.
yeah, yeah, so we can
Car wash.
raise the money.
Yeah.
This is the travel Stargate that was used in
That's
all three television series. It was
Amazing.
wow.
first featured in Children of the Gods and was featured in all the way through Seizure. You want to know my
That is
story for this,
amazing.
Yvie? I
Yeah,
know
I do.
you've heard this one. Summer, you probably have. I was working at PropWorks at the time, and we were looking forward to having the live auction, the first live auction, September of 2010.
Mhm.
And this was going to be our centerpiece because we really wanted people to be able to get their photos at the gate. It was very important to us to have that be the centerpiece of this entire program. And there were plans that were made, everything else. We were going to go up to at the time it was called the EMP-SFM Museum. I forget
Mhm.
the exact terms for that acronym. It was a music hall of fame and a science fiction hall of fame. And then that week, Mark Davidson contacted us and said, or the week that we were going to use it, a couple of months beforehand, Mark Davidson, set decorator, contacted us and said, we've got to go down to Santa Ana with an 18-wheeler and get it because it's going to be used in Seizure for Langara.
Wow.
And I was like, you have got to be kidding me. The week that we were doing that episode, just a few hundred miles north of there, they were filming
Damn.
Langara at Bridge Studios. And so that is the pedestal that you see in this photo. That's the
That's
Langara
cool.
pedestal that is
Wow.
being
Wow. Oh, you
sold
can
with it.
see there's a little
Uh-huh.
chip on the side.
It's yeah,
Oh,
it's production.
that's
So
awesome.
Heritage
So
Auctions is
who's
selling
selling
this.
it? Ah, okay.
Heritage
So
Auctions, yeah.
is it
Is the
been, do
bid
we know
gone
if
up
it's
yet?
been,
It
I
was
don't think
20,000.
so.
I don't think so. I think it is still, yeah, I think it's still at 20,000, but I
I
will
think it said
put.
that that's below the minimum, isn't it? That
Well,
I
the
you
don't know.
have to
seller was willing to
if you want to
accept.
bid, you have to. Oh, I see. Yeah, if it there may be a threshold. The original was sold for $70,000. That does not include the 10% buyer's premium that went on top of it. So about
It's a
77,000.
bargain.
Yeah.
Bargain,
Well, I
guys.
mean, keep in mind that's in 2010 dollars, so we're talking
Yeah,
probably over
true.
$100,000
That's
post
amazing.
lovely inflation and COVID and
So
all the
is it
rest.
being sold by a fan via Heritage
I don't
Auctions?
know exactly
Oh,
behind
or are they?
the provenance for the item is all listed there. It does share
Mm,
beneath on the listing um, the history of the item, i.e., provenance. Let me
okay.
pull this
Yep.
up here. Let me have a look.
Ah, here
PropWorks.
we go.
Okay, Providence PropWorks Stargate Artifacts official auction September 26, 2010, due to wait and well that's so it hasn't really moved since then. So
Wow.
it's probably is it Mopop? I forget the acronym, what it goes by now. But the museum in Seattle is probably the one that's still in
God, I
possession
can't
of
even
it.
imagine the cost for
something.
shipping.
Pop,
Yes.
Jeez
Pop Chop
Louise.
or something.
They who own it now, then yeah, that makes sense. So it will be in Seattle then, more than likely, and we'll
That's
just
amazing. Do
go
you think I
from
could have
there.
it shipped to my office, which is where I usually pick up parcels? Can you imagine?
I would use rings to get it over to you in Australia. I'm just saying, if you've got a set of rings under that great big that rock of yours, that Uluru, we may be able to
Uluru?
ring it from Seattle to Glastonbury, and then from Glastonbury down to you at Uluru. So I'm just
Or you
saying.
could do
Let's
it like
do it.
they did when they stole the gate and just, have a
Yeah.
ship come down, hook it up, and pull
Hook
it.
up.
That's
Yeah,
true too.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's going to be July 13th to 17th. It's auction item number 7332. 30 days from now. Wait, 30 days from now? Really? Yes. Yes, that's true. So page has
I know
been
my
viewed
birthday's in
8,000
December.
times. You what now?
Yes, it would have
I
done
said-
the rounds.
I know my birthday's in December, but somebody, just buy it and send it my way.
My birthday's 6th of July, so you know what?
No, you're
Yes.
closer.
Mine's
If we were
25th
doing
of
the Price is
June.
Right, ooh, I still think I would win if we were doing Price is
Shortest
Right.
to
But anyway.
tallest.
Shortest to tallest. I
not
love that.
fair. I dislike. Yeah, a Stargate fan, JG, sent that to me in an email, and I was like, you know what, this is despite the fact that like 10 other people said the item is the Stargate's going back up, so it's kind of funny. All the prop
That's
works people are getting
special.
together
That's
and going like,
something
oh my gosh,
special.
here it goes. You keep track of these things across time, you know. So,
Well, that's a big one.
That's it.
That's an important one.
Yes.
all right, guys, I am not done. I'm going to read y'all ratings now. I do apologize for that. I skipped over some of that. So if you have a rating for this episode, go ahead and put it in the description.
Do you guys mind
Yvie,
if
did
I
I
just
miss
very
any? Yeah, I missed a
quickly-
few. Yeah, go
I'm just
ahead.
going to very quickly go grab my coffee because I completely forgot it.
Well, you
While
grab the
read
coffee,
that.
and I'm
I'll
gonna
be
grab
right
these.
back.
Nicole says 5 out of 7 chevrons. The forced proximity trope is my favorite, with a U in favorite. The Vala Daniel seduction scene was iconic, and I adore their back and forth. The episode is silly, fun, and I love it so much. Anthony Rowling, this is a 2 for me. I quite often skip this on my rewatches. Alrighty, there you go. Easy Sparky, this is kind of extra episodes you get when you get seasons that are more than just 8 or 10 episodes long. This is what we miss when they do not give us long seasons. Paul Brickler, 5 out of 7. Stuart Miller, 5 chevrons out of 7. Sarah Beamy, 5 out of 7. A very fun episode. Lots of fun and cool things happened for no real reason. Luck Watcher, this is a 6. Just plain fun. Allowed us to learn a little bit more about Vala, but not too much. One of my fun rewatches. Easy Sparky gave it a 7. Dan Ben, 5 out of 7. Gecko Fett Web, 5 out of 7. Jed Ted, 5 chevrons. Fun world building episode. We learned a lot more about the Milky Way in this one. So there were a lot of backwater stuff. Obviously, the Lucian Alliance got name dropped for the first time. That's only going to be
Big
more
stuff.
significant later on. That's it.
Yeah.
Matt 4812, 5 out of 7. It kept up the pace of the fetch quest. That's a good term for it. And each step was a satisfying novelty. That's it. I think that's what I have here. So thank y'all for submitting those. You guys ready for another one?
Yes.
Indeedy do.
Do another
I have my
one?
coffee, so
Ah, you're ready to go.
I am ready to go.
Notes.
Armed with the elixir of life.
Oh,
Okay,
so
let me pull
good.
this one up here. So this is Duet. This is a Big McKay episode. This was a big Martin Garrow episode.
Yes.
And really kind of, in my opinion, really set the tone for the bromance that was Martin Garrow and Rodney McKay. Never seen on screen, but definitely felt. So you guys have the show ready?
Yes, just
Yes.
really quickly. Apparently, you've missed Raj's rating.
Oh,
Oh
Raj.
no, Raj. What was
Yeah,
Raj's
Raj.
rating?
Uh,
Raj, you gonna make us dig for it? Alrighty. It would have been great to see more Wallace Shawn.
Absolutely agree.
Raj. My rating
100%.
for The Ties That Bind is 6 out of 7 chevrons. A fun and funny episode. Wish Teal'c did more and Sam was in this episode. Sorry about that, Raj. My apology. I was blinded by Nicole.
Sarah Beamy's like hashtag save Raj.
That's it.
That's awesome.
Unfortunately, that hits too close to home. Okay.
I know.
All right, guys. Thank you for that. Apologies, Raj. All righty. Let's go ahead and jump into another fun one with Duet. You set, Summer?
Indeed.
Yes, I'm all ready to go.
Okie dokie. In 5, 4, 3. Welcome back to Wormhole Extremists. My name is David. I'm with Yvie.
Hello.
And Summer.
Hello.
Summer Roy, welcome to the Wormhole Extremists. She is a Stargate superfan. Yvie, what's going on in this episode? We're watching Duet.
We are watching Duet. So I believe that the world the team is searching is called Thanora in the production script, but the name actually never makes it on screen or into the official Stargate canon.
It probably did if you could just read the language there.
Yeah. And there's a bit of a goof from the get-go. The Marines are wearing black berets, but the USMC doesn't issue berets of any color. So black berets belong to the army and only to specific units. Also, this is Jamie Ray Newman as Laura Cadman in her first of 2 episodes. And she's probably best well known to fans of Canadian sci-fi for her stint in Eureka. And she was most recently a star in the Netflix series The Hunting Wives. And I think season 2 is in post-production and it's due later this year.
That little stroll was where the production photo of McKay and Beckett was taken that we see in Sunday later on.
Oh, wow.
It was actually a production still.
Oh, okay. Oh, sad stuff ahead.
I know, Sunday.
Oh, God.
I love Sunday. I don't apologize for it.
So the you also notice that Taylor kind of is completely caught off guard by the dart, despite her ability to sense the wraith, which is kind of interesting.
Good point.
Yeah. Perhaps by error.
That's some
Going
bad
home.
news. Bad news.
You can't let that happen.
So darts have DHDs aboard, I guess.
They have to have, or at
They
least
must do, yeah.
or a wrist, or wristband or something.
Yeah, they've adapted the.
Oh yeah.
I didn't think they were
thing.
supposed to be able to adapt Lantean technology.
Mm.
So that's one of those things that they just never really explain. I always just assumed that they had a wraith on the ground doing it, but I guess not.
No.
Well, what do you intend to do, buddy? There we go. Awesome.
Yeah,
Just until you get it.
Just wound it. Wound the bird.
Dive again there, Carson.
Yeah, they don't know Rodney and Cadman's in there at the moment.
I think that's why they
Beckett
said we're not going to let it go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Rodney plus 5 ship would be bad.
I thought Beckett knew, but didn't think they did.
I don't think I think he mentions it literally in a second.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So they just didn't want the dart to return. Okay.
Right.
Good deal. Well, there we go. And that's the shot that is used in his snapshot for the opening credits.
So we have Jason Momoa finally joining as a series regular in the opening credits.
Absent Rainbow Sun.
Paul McGillian is promoted from reoccurring to a main cast member.
Yep.
And I think it's worth noting that the first 3 episodes of season 2 still carry the season 1 credit block. So this appears for the first time. This is the first time the new cast configuration appears on screen.
That's right. I do not like this these images. I just have never cared for them. I don't like this opening credit. There's the shot right there.
Yeah,
no?
You're right.
I don't hate it, but I'm not crazy about how it freezes them into like panes of glass.
Yeah. So I believe that this episode was written by Martin Gero, and
Yes.
he originally wanted to call it All of McKay, which would have been a direct nod to the 1984 Steve Martin and Lily Tomlin comedy All of Me. The film
Oh.
had like a man sharing his body with a woman's
Yeah.
consciousness, and
I
the
want
physical
to.
comedy really draws directly from it.
This
Go
is a
for it.
great moment because Carson puts his guard down and the I'm a doctor takes
Mm,
over. This is
mm.
a great beat for Paul and for Carson. He just wants to help him.
He just wants to help him, yeah.
It's like, dude, if I can get out of this thing, I'm going to eat you.
Exactly. Come here, give me a
Yeah.
hand. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, Summer.
Uh, so much for not doing any harm.
Nicole says Oscar award. Jamie Ray Newman's an Oscar winner.
Ah.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that bit.
Let me see
So
here.
going back to my notes, so the episode I think also went through the title of Out of His Mind before it landed on Duet. And the Japanese release called it Cramped Duet, which I thought was really cute. And Martin Gero also named the character Cadman after his girlfriend at the time. And before the
Yes.
broadcast, he told the Gateward Forum it was possibly the funniest episode they had ever made.
And this is Zelinka's first time off world since he's been in Atlantis, by the way.
Well, I mean, except for when they all had to evacuate for the
Yeah.
storm,
Yeah.
but yes.
Yeah.
That's true. Jamie won the Academy Award for Best Live Action Short Film in 2019 for producing the drama Skin.
That's awesome. Well done, Jamie.
Yeah. Nicole says she and her husband wrote and directed the film together. There we go. So pick your dot, any dot.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see.
You don't know which is which.
Exactly. It's just literally a lucky dip.
One
I
has
was
a
gonna
thingy and the
mention-
other one doesn't have a thingy.
This would have been.
But you can't tell which thingy.
You can't
has
tell,
what
they're just
thingy.
energy.
They're
This would
just
have been
blobs.
a whole different show if it was the other way around. Imagine she came out and Rodney was inside. Oh my goodness.
That would have
I-
been interesting, but
I
I
think in some ways it would have been more funny. It would have been a
Uh-huh.
tour de force for Jamie,
Yeah.
for sure. But yeah,
Oh, would have been,
And
yeah.
Rodney could have
Yeah.
carried it easy on the inside. I mean,
that's
he's-
it.
yeah.
The vehicle parked in the background, I don't think we ever see that again. There are so few times where we see Earth vehicles off-world.
Land vehicles.
Obviously, that one came with
yeah.
the Daedalus.
Mm.
Do you know the German translation that comes later in this episode, Yvie? Or should I?
I
look
I
it
know
up now?
two.
eyes.
Okay.
It's two.
Yeah.
And there's Zelinka's Czech. There's Czech and German.
Yes,
Yeah,
there is
that's right.
Czech and German.
Summer, did you know the
yeah.
German beforehand, or did you have to research?
No, I knew the Czech beforehand, but I did not know the German.
Oh, the German's fun. Here we go.
The German is fun. Did you want to go
Which-
for it?
You
Summer?
go
Go ahead.
ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say that
Someone
she just
say
said
it.
that pulling this piece out reminded her of her nephew's birth.
that was
so gross. And I
Uh,
believe that the hangar that they're working in is a redress of the gate room set.
yeah, the Stargate's underneath.
Mm.
Oh, it's in pieces. I would think that you would have things like if you have this matter energy converter,
Mm.
you would store parts like that. I would think so. But yeah.
Summer, what was the check?
The check is coming up when McKay is check there was like, come on, we got to get a move on. Let's get
Mhm.
it. And then he speaks it another time to McKay a little bit later, which I'll elaborate there.
Okay.
Yeah.
working through this like entire meal with his hands, despite there being like a set of cutlery right there. Do you think this is like a Satidan thing, or is it a 7 years on the run thing?
I think it's 7 years on the run.
Agreed.
I think
Yes.
Milena had tamed that beast.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think maybe it was just cutlery was just a hindrance to this beautiful hot meal
He's
in
just
front
not
of him
used
that
to
he
it.
probably hasn't
No.
had for 7
You
years.
know,
like the finer things.
you do be in your loop and have your own patterns of behavior for 7 years, and someone come along with
Yeah.
alien utensils and have you change things up. No, just feed me, and I'm going to get on with my life and try to get away from these guys who keep staring at me.
What are these?
That looks like a spork.
It's
They're,
a thumb.
They're
Yeah.
field utensils.
Yeah.
And it almost looks like a pie knife, but
Yeah, it does look
There you
like a
go.
pie knife.
who's that on the other side?
It
Oh,
looked
that-
like Laura for a second there.
I know.
Hmm.
I'm very
Maybe that was
confused.
deliberate.
Nope.
No,
Oh,
definitely
okay.
someone different.
Same hair color though.
So I think this is definitely a good time to draw the similarities between the premise of this episode and SG-1's Lifeboat.
Lifeboat with Daniel
Because in
Jackson.
that episode, yeah, Daniel had the multiple alien personalities downloaded into his
Yes.
brain. And what's happening to McKay right now is different, but he is kind of, I guess, largely in control. And we are hearing Cadman as a disembodied voice, which is only audible to him and invisible to everybody else. Which kind of raises the question, when David Hewlett reacts to Cadman's voice in these scenes, is he responding to nothing and the voiceover was added in post, or was Jamie Ray feeding him the lines on set so he could react in real time?
Interesting.
I doubt it was Jamie Ray. There's a script supervisor on set who does
Yes.
that job already.
Okay, so he would have been reacting to somebody reading
Correct.
Jamie's lines.
Yeah, we'd
Okay.
Yeah,
have
they have
to-
to have a gap in the time so that they
Yeah,
have the
yeah,
timing down
yeah.
right.
Exactly. And I think, yeah, surely David would be able to tweak his performance better if he was actually reacting to something rather than, just assuming that
Yeah, because the timing
his
has to be
scene
pretty
counterpart was going to
precise.
react in a certain way. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's in my head. He's lucky that he has his own mind as well, because Cadman might have come out in McKay's body only, and then they would really have been hooped.
Wow, that would have been something. Rodney is always easily.
Oh, look who it is.
agitated.
Sorry, that's Charlie Cohen.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, MGM Vice President.
that's cool.
Sorry.
Dang,
I didn't mean to cut you off while I cut you off.
No, that's good information. I did not know that.
Yep.
So
Please
Joe
proceed.
Malozzi has flagged this episode as one of his Atlantis top 10, and he actually specifically called out the upcoming Dr. Fumbles McStupid as a highlight.
That's a famous quote from Rodney.
I feel like it looks like David's really holding back the laughter. Like with the surely Zelenka's not laughing at that line, but I think David is trying really hard not to laugh.
Yeah, that's what I was
Because
saying.
it's a funny line. The delivery
David
is
Hewlett,
funny.
right? Not David Nickel.
No,
No,
not Nickel.
David Nickel, I meant. Yeah, David
David
Nickel's
Nickel,
trying not
yeah.
to laugh.
I
Oh,
suspect so. Yeah. Hewlett's just trying to get through all the dialogue.
Oh, yes, as he always is.
It's lovely because his character stays agitated on a daily basis anyway.
That's it.
And now he's reacting to the things going on around him and now inside of his head. So he's got a double dose of agitation
He's
today.
playing things on a host of levels here.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Good little girly and keep
Look
quiet.
at everyone looking at him.
Hewlett, yeah. And Hewlett's brilliant at this kind of thing. He nails it.
He does.
Ooh. Elizabeth, I'm sorry.
Oh.
That was not directed at you. Well, it was directed at you, but, you know, issues. Of course.
So we're about
This is
to
not
have
this is not a choice. Yeah.
No. About to have a little corridor meet cute.
That's it. Katie Brown is introduced in this episode, isn't she?
Yes. So she'll pop up in a second.
Fine.
So I think Joe Malozzi described it as a genuinely surprising love interest for McKay. And this is Brenda James's first of 4 appearances across the next 3 seasons. And David, I think in your interview with Brenda described Katie Brown as pure heart. And she saw her as someone who lived in her own little bubble, nurturing her plans, somewhat removed from the wider world of Atlantis and its characters. Basically an introvert who is comfortable in her greenhouse and happy for people to come to her. And I think
wow, she said all that. Yeah.
Mentioning that Brenda was shooting Duet at the same time, which was basically a horror film. And it was literally 3 blocks away, playing a
what
very
was she shooting at the
different kind
time?
of character. I think it was called Slither.
Yes,
film.
that's right.
Yes.
That's right.
And she described going to sleep as a trashy southern woman turning into a monster, then waking up and being a botanist.
What a switch. She was going through her own little duet.
That's
exactly.
right.
She totally was.
Which is funny
And
because it's one of the roles that she's most well known for now. So a lot of things were happening all at once.
Exactly.
Which is how life can be.
I think that making her a botanist was done on purpose because plants are so natural and pure and entirely dependent on being nurtured to survive. And I think that says like a lot about her character.
So the blonde gentleman here in this trio is Lloyd Luttrell's ex-husband, Lloyd Bateman.
Yes.
Who, that's him right there, is the father of her babies.
I was going to ask you because I knew he was in the scene. I just wasn't sure which one he was.
Yeah, he's the one who says, why don't you try that again, sir? That's him.
So he's mainly a stunt actor.
Yes.
He's
a stuntman. Yeah.
Okay. And
went and worked on a ton of Marvel stuff in Atlanta.
Oh, wow. So when Taylor or Rachel was pregnant in the show, it was their kids.
That's right.
Awesome.
So, David, in your Dial the Gate interview with Claire Rankin, she described working opposite David Hewlett as running on 2 tracks at once. So there's one part of your brain is in the scene and the other is marveling at what he's doing. So she also mentioned that he once advised her not to get the dialogue too right because they will simply give you more dialogue. So she took that.
Which is a note that he got from Rick.
Yes, exactly. Just passing it on.
Beware of the gobbledygook.
And one person on Reddit said that this is the second episode to use a visit to Heitmeyer as a kind of form of reluctant punishment because we had Taylor in The Gift who was also asked to see Heitmeyer. So it kind of works, but it's sort of worth noting that the show consistently frames seeking help as something to be endured rather than embraced. And also on a separate note, I was just going to quickly say, I'm not entirely sure why the writers landed on 2 variations of Kate as first names for 2 different characters, like Kate Heitmeyer, Katie Brown. But anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. There's a lot of Kates out there. I can't think under any circumstance where anyone's suggesting that someone go to a shrink is anything I'm looking forward to that. Maybe looking forward to being better, but certainly you don't
Yeah.
go to a shrink if you're well.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot of people find it insulting, and I'm sure
That's
Rodney
true.
I think it's
absolutely
still
finds
almost
it.
Oh,
like
for
a little
sure.
bit taboo in some people's mind. Like you should be
Yep.
able to sort out your own problems. You shouldn't need to
Exactly.
discuss them with others, which is not true at all.
Yeah,
And Kate
exactly.
just unlocked a door here where she now where Laura now knows how to access Rodney's
Hmm.
mind and is going to wait for him to fall asleep,
And that's gonna be fun.
Exactly.
which makes a lot of sense. This is a great scene.
So I think also if you watch Jason, he pulled the trigger 2 more times than the M9 had like already fired its last round. It might be here. Yeah.
Oh,
See his
yeah,
little
that little
finger?
little twitch at
Yeah.
the end. I saw it.
And also if you keep an eye on his weapon, yeah, it was on the opposite side of his pants
I'll be dang. Oh, look at that.
a second ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was on like his left, and then all of a sudden he pulls
Ah,
it from the right.
I
So
wonder if
I don't know
he
what
gotta
happened.
buy
gets.
it. I didn't see the Mark II Naquita generator behind them until now. It's on its side at a 45-degree
You're
angle.
right.
Did you notice that? Yeah.
Hmm.
This German actress is getting a lot of screen time. I don't recall her ever seeing her again.
Yeah, she mutters something like, "I knew this was going to happen."
Yes.
There you go.
3%'s hardly going balls to the wall.
I think that Zelinka's right.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
absolutely right.
Rodney
I actually
is
kind of
he's
see it
out, but he's
as
scrambled eggs.
he
Yes.
is. I see this as like a rare moment of humbling for McKay
Yeah.
because
Yep.
Zelenka is telling him to his face that he's
Yes.
Yeah.
making mistakes. And for
Well,
once, McKay can't
Rodney knows he's
argue his
right.
way out of it.
Yes.
No,
Yeah,
he can't.
yeah. And it's also unusual to see Zelenka with an upper hand because he usually absorbs McKay's condescension without complaint. But here he puts his foot down, and you actually get a
Well,
Well, he
real
cares about
glimpse
him. He doesn't want
of
him
the
to hurt
kind of
himself.
man and
And
leader he
that's right.
is.
think
Yeah.
about when McKay blew up a third of a solar system, you know?
5-6, but it's not an exact science.
Five,
Yeah, yeah,
six.
5-6, not exact science. Yeah, yeah.
Summer, you need to stick around. You tee him up and I just swing him out.
I love
That's
it.
funny. That's funny. We love you, Nicole.
Add her up.
Yes, I'm very honored to
We're thrilled
have
to have
full
you.
spot
We
and
are thrilled to have you.
and
I feel
and
like it's been a long time
it's a
coming.
hard thing to live up to. Nicole is amazing.
She is.
Absolutely.
She says she's tired. There we go.
No.
We're going to check out. Good night.
So I'll preface this next scene by saying this is like the first look inside McKay's quarters, and you see an 8 framed degrees on the wall, a photo of his cat, a giant Tim Hortons mug, and a
Yes.
signed photograph from the Canadarm project, which was Canada's famous robotic arm used on NASA's space shuttle program. And one of the degrees that Rodney has actually says Rodney Ingram McKay.
They all say
So
that. Yeah.
yes,
That was Benjamin
was
Ingram.
a-
That's a nod to, yes,
the
his
production,
character.
yeah, his original character. I love the
That's it.
change in
Oh,
demeanor.
100%.
It's
So
fantastic.
satisfying.
Yes. Even the way he moves. I mean, everything.
I love it. So I believe that these scenes actually required an unusual rehearsal process. So Ray would perform each scene first as Cadman, and then David would mirror her movements, cadence,
Oh.
and accent as precisely as he could. And Claire Rankin actually confirmed that Jamie was physically on set for the Hype My scenes too, so that they could play off each other
Okay.
in real time.
Lie, lie, lie.
That's it.
That's so nice.
You tell at
He
this
plays
point.
it
You
so
think he really
well.
knows? You
No.
think he
Well, he
suspects?
should, but he doesn't. He's just so innocent.
Yes.
I think one could argue that this setup is like the most unusual double date in the universe. Though technically, I guess only one of 4 participants actually knows they have been invited, and one of them doesn't even have a body. So
That's
yeah.
it.
Just insulting him nonstop.
Oh,
I want that sweater.
it's a nice sweater. I was just
It is.
admiring it. It's kind of like casual after hours Beckett.
Casual after hours.
Oh,
Oh,
the
oh, he's
drool
drooling. I
again.
never noticed
Again.
that.
He does it a couple of times. He did it when he was
Yes.
in like the infirmary, like back in season one, I think.
Season 1, he did it in Home when he was laying
That's right,
on his
home. Yeah.
couch. The
Yes,
yeah.
he's a drooler.
Oh, I was going to ask if do you know whether any of the cast or crew members actually stood in for those photos with Cadman that
I
were on
don't
the
know about that
dresser?
one.
Because I tried looking into it, but I couldn't find anything.
Hmm.
Also, there are so many boundaries being crossed here. It's
Oh,
kind
This
of
yes.
is
hard
true.
to know where to start. Like, Cadman took control over McKay while he was sleeping, walked him to her room, took him for a run, put him in bed without his clothes on,
Without his clothes, yes. And
That's
and
it.
she has like full access to his body without his knowledge or consent.
yes,
So
If
and
like
this
the
were
sore
reversed, we'd
legs
have
are
serious
literally
problems.
yes.
exactly the sore legs are like the least of his concerns this
See,
morning.
I would have thought if anybody would have done that, if it would have been the other way around, Rodney would have totally done that. But Cadman is kind of a shock because she's quite bold. I didn't expect,
Mm.
to be doing all that. I expected her to be, I guess, a little bit more reserved. But no, she just goes right in there. She
That's it.
what's yours is mine and mine is yours.
You would
I
have
do
to
like
have these conversations pretty quickly. Just, I mean, look, you're going to have to bathe,
Hmm.
that's
while you're
true. Go to
bathing,
the
you're going to
bathroom.
have to feel certain things. There's only certain ways to do it.
Mm.
Bantos rods. Is this the first time we're seeing the Bantos rods? No, we saw them at the end of
I
season
don't
1.
think so, no.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I was going to bring up the second that Taylor's attention shifts to Shepard, Ronan takes her
Uh-huh.
down without hesitation. And there's sort of no consideration of size, strength, or body composition, just instinct. And I think 7 years of running and fighting for survival doesn't really come with an off switch, and Ronan definitely hasn't found one yet.
He's a
I think
wolf.
Taylor putting her hand to her throat in a second suggests even she wasn't fully prepared for the force of it. So I
Mm.
Well,
think for someone who's been fighting for his life that long, that line
yeah,
between sparring and survival probably doesn't exist.
that's it. My only issue is go back and look at that scene and the when he grabs her like that and takes her down and grabs her neck, the security guys don't even flinch. It's like, all right,
No,
guys,
they
move
don't.
toward him or
They
something, you
don't.
know?
I'd like to mention, he just mentioned Cyrano. I like that reference here.
Yes,
Cyrano
de
de
Bergerac.
Bergerac.
De
Yeah.
Bergerac, yeah.
And if it's a play, an old play where this guy has a very large nose and he's not considered attractive and he's in love with his cousin. And
Yes.
but his cousin is in love with a very handsome young man. So Cyrano
Yes.
feeds him lines, poetry and beautiful
Yes,
romantic things to
Yes.
say to her. And she's actually falling in love with Cyrano, but doesn't know it. And
that's
so, yeah,
right.
I
Exactly.
thought that was a great reference.
It actually inspired the 87 Steve Martin movie Roxanne. And there was also a
Oh,
2021 Peter Dinklage film of the same name.
mm,
I also think this is me overanalyzing, but I think the composition of this scene is doing a lot of work because Taylor is holding a yoga position, well, very similar to a yoga position that is meant to embody strength, surrender, and vulnerability. And then Ronan, on the other hand, appears almost imposing as he was like filling that entire door frame, just standing
Mm-hmm.
there as the door opened. But once he's inside and seated, it completely shifts. Like his
This is
posture's more
true.
guarded. And with Taylor sitting on the bed, they're almost eye to eye. So I think for someone who just threw her to the ground in the previous scene, I think that's a significant reversal.
That's true.
And
yeah,
I think
Rachel's
it's
I
not
nice to
still in
see.
the yoga position, is she?
No, no. She was kind of doing the splits
Okay.
basically.
All right.
that's a
Yeah.
that's a really a big credit to Taylor's character because
Mm,
she has that ability to induce calm and I think that's helpful to Ronan.
Yes.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I get so
Uh,
much secondhand embarrassment in this scene, like particularly for Beckett, but
It's
I think
uncomfortable to
it's
watch.
done so well.
Yeah.
And I think even the Gate World's reviewer said that David Hewlett manages to steal the scene from himself.
That's funny. Interchanges.
Interchanges. Such a romantic.
drink it, Rodney. Just drink it.
Yeah.
It's so
See, even
hurtful
though
to watch.
he makes such a fool of himself and he's such a bumbling idiot, but I think it's really sweet that Katie doesn't really see that.
Yes, agreed.
Oof.
It's really drag
Damn.
him back.
Yep.
But she's encouraging him like Cadman is.
Mm.
Yes, go
Yeah,
for it.
okay, actually, yeah, keep going.
Chug,
I could
chug.
anything at this point.
Oh,
This
Beckett,
is one of the most
he's
uncomfortable scenes in the entire series.
It is.
You didn't suggest the toast, Cyrano. Made me come up with it offhand. She is lovely.
I love the way she
Yeah.
looks at him too, because she really, you can tell that she likes him a lot and she's seeing the best in him despite all of this awkwardness.
That fist on that hip, my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
He really
Oh
did
boy.
pop a hip.
Oh dear. Look at her. She's like, oh,
Yeah, her
she's
gaze
smitten.
just like completely softens.
And it takes a lot to look past McKay's flaws. So
It
she's
really
a very
does.
special lady. It's one he needs to hold on to, kind of, so.
Mm. Ooh,
Put it all out
very
there.
animalistic.
Whoa.
It's a bit of a
So
Jack move, that
uncomfortable.
one.
Yeah. It's amazing what 21 years can do.
Oh, and this
When you
part,
rewatch a scene.
this is my favorite. That little grunt. Yeah, I love
It's
that
so
part.
good. It's so good.
It wasn't even you. That's true.
Oh, here we go. Fighting against himself or her.
Absolutely.
They could do the entire episode like this. Can you imagine if they had done this whole thing this way?
I think it would have made it harder to follow.
Rock, paper, scissors.
That's what I'm saying.
That's insane.
Get
I could
hold of
watch this
yourself.
all day. Like, he's that good.
It's such a fun episode.
I don't think Hammond would let him walk around by himself. I think Weir might, but I don't think Hammond would
Weir.
allow it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So the result of this experiment, Joe Malozzi called in his blog, he referred to it as the jellied mice.
oh, that's
But I think kind of
oh.
burnt Twinkies might be more accurate. They look.
Oh,
they
I
look
forgot about the
really good.
mice.
Deep
Yeah,
fried,
they're about to be
And the kind of
demiced.
well, the
Burn.
outcome sort of reminds me of the infamous exploding pig lizard scene in Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy
when
Quest,
it comes
yeah.
out inside out.
That's it.
Oh. Alrighty.
Anatomical inversion.
Let's see what happens. I'm no scientist. Oh gosh.
That's it. Or you can be a microwaved Twinkie. So that's it.
Microwave Twinkie.
Man. And Raj says, I do not like the animal testing. I wish they did another method. This is true.
Yeah, I
There,
don't
you
like
know,
it
if it was you, Raj, though,
Yeah,
I suspect there's a line in Sequest, DSV, one of my favorite shows. When it comes to people in Wales, it's close, but people win.
Mm,
Well, you got to do what you got to do. It's not like they can, do it on an inanimate object,
Yeah, exactly.
because, I
exactly,
mean,
yeah.
it has to be living in some form or fashion, as horrible as it is. But
That's it. Matt 4812 did take a nod to what you noticed, Summer. Hewlett's at Paul.
yes,
Yeah, it was tasty. So Claire Rankin spoke about how she approached Heitmeyer as a character. And I think it's quite visible in this scene. So Heitmeyer operates at a lower register than almost everyone else on Atlantis. Like she's calm, unhurried, deliberately soothing.
On the
And
outside.
as for how she navigates treating two personalities in one body, Claire was actually clear in her interview. She said a good psychologist takes every patient at their word because what they're experiencing is their truth, and that's the only thing worth working with.
That's it. Oh, here we go. You gonna play around with the boys, or are you gonna become one of the boys?
Yep.
Look at those guns.
I
Jeez.
know. Look how he pops
she
those
refers to,
muscles out with his hands.
as she refers to Shepard here as Major, but
Yep.
a few episodes ago he was
Yep.
promoted to Lieutenant Colonel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
Summer, have you never made a slip before?
Have made a never
I'm
slip.
just.
Made a
have you ever
slip.
made an accident before
Made a
with
verbal boo-boo.
verbally? Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I
quite
know. Because
common,
I think it's been about 2 months
I'm
in.
messing with you.
It's been
but it
about
is
2
quite
months.
common.
It's obviously either a script error or a Tory error. It's probably a script
Tory
error,
error.
but yeah, at the same time, we're going to say it's an Elizabeth error because she's getting used to it, and
Yeah.
she's
I mean,
been demeaned. I think
thing.
part of it is she's been demeaned by Shepard, and
Yeah.
now she's unconsciously demeaning Shepard. I don't. I honestly think it was a script accident, but that's how I
Might have
tend to
been.
sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Anything to make something canon.
That's it.
I love that.
Just explaining the canon. But yeah, this is very reminiscent. These shots are very reminiscent of Gollum and Smeagol.
That's a good
Oh,
point.
yeah.
Oh boy.
But yeah, the cuts were used quite effectively to highlight the two distinct personalities sharing one body.
I don't remember. Do we find out that this is not sustainable long term?
Yes, of course it's not.
Okay.
Of course it's
Of
not.
course it's not. There has to be some
Yeah,
kind of
it's
a
gonna
ticking
be
clock. You're right.
deteriorating. Yeah.
Exactly.
One of them has to go. One of the
One's gotta go.
consciousness has to go. Yeah.
It's like the entropic cascade failure.
That's exactly right.
There you go.
Can she just do that? Can she just let go?
And the way he answers here, when he says, "Well, I'll do it. I'll do it," and then they really don't elaborate on who says that.
Oh, it's a fair point. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good point. I'm watching it with subtitles though, so I'm pretty sure it says Cadman, but
we're about to find out what their intent is.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. I honestly don't think Rodney would say, yeah, Cadman, I'll do it.
Yeah, it says Cadman, but
yeah.
If you're not watching it without subtitles,
no,
it's
you
really
wouldn't
hard
know.
to tell. Yeah.
Because he doesn't switch his voice or anything in that instant.
No, he doesn't.
I mean, no offense to Rodney, but I really don't think it would be Rodney.
No, you're right,
I'll do
David.
it. Definitely not from the offset.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
See, he's reinforced there. This conversation's reinforcing it. So. He knows deep down. Yep. That's very nice. She wants him to
Yeah.
do it rather than, say, Carson or Elizabeth. Let's just see how much the Wraith technology is based on ancient technology.
So you've got McKay here in his bathrobe, and I think it's meant to be a quiet nod to Arthur Dent, the protagonist from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, who spends most of the novel in his bathrobe, having been
Okay.
abruptly ejected from his normal life.
Okay. That's an awfully specific note.
Yes.
It is awfully specific.
Very astute.
Astute if it's correct.
Yes.
I'm curious as to how you drew that. Are there other Hitchhikers references in this episode?
Not that I'm aware of.
Ah. I'll ask Martin next time I speak to him.
Thanks
think
for
you
all the
should.
fish. I haven't heard that one.
And I think if I haven't missed it, this is the first time that Rodney calls Cadman by her first name.
Did I miss where
Yes.
Rodney said, say hi to the kids for me? I guess, did he say that already? Because he was talking to Zelenka when Zelenka was speaking Czech, and I was going to translate that, but
Oh.
because he gets mad at Zelenka, and then Zelenka responds, you've got to be kidding, you're such an idiot. And
Oh, here we go.
What's
Oh!
happened?
oh, there it is.
So I believe that this story, according to Paul McGillian, has an interesting story. So Paul said on Dalagate that Martin Gero pitched the kiss to him and David Hewlett separately, telling each that the other was already comfortable with it. So both agreed to the scene on that basis. But on filming day, the crew spent the morning making pointed remarks about the romantic tension on set. And then the rehearsal didn't help either because Hewlett kissed Paul mid-scene without warning, then apologized and explained he'd simply needed to get it over with. And David Hewlett echoed this on a Gate World interview. He described the scenes with Paul as mercilessly unerotic. And Paul noted with some resignation that it was the only romantic attention Beckett ever received in the entire series.
And I wonder how many takes it took for that.
It was more than one. I know that.
Oh,
no, it wasn't. It was more than one take.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So
who directed the episode?
It was Peter DeLuise.
Okay, it would have been more than one take.
It would have been more than one take. I love
yeah.
that you know that just based on the fact that it
That's
was
hilarious. Yes.
That's it. Yeah.
DeLuise. Oh, that's funny. And I also believe that I think Joe Malozzi called it the first on-screen kiss between two men in sci-fi history, and I think Paul McGillian said that he'd heard that claim too, but I couldn't verify it.
There she is.
Isn't it kind of weird that we don't see Katie here? Because Rodney's just been through something like genuinely traumatic, and they're sort of seeing each other, and
yeah,
she's not there. Yeah.
You were there. I mean, that's a compliment from Rodney. That's as good as you're going to get.
Yeah. So I actually really like that Carson clasps Cadman's hand in a second. It's quite loaded. And you know, she spent most of the episode engineering ways to get his attention. And
that's right.
This is what she kind of gets for her trouble. And I think personally, I would have loved to have seen a Carson and Cadman relationship, and I would have called it the Carmen ship. And
love it.
Wow. Good show.
Yes.
Thank you, Summer, for dropping by for it.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for had so much fun.
It was such a pleasure having your feedback and your energy. It's been a good time.
And you know, if we're rating this one, I'll go first because
just a second. No, we do that in just a minute.
Oh, you do it in a second. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
wait. For sure. We let the credits roll. We roll them out, and then I
I
usually
see.
finish them with that was Duet on Wormhole
Oh,
Extremists.
gotcha.
Thanks for joining us. And now we go back. Hello.
Hello. And
Okay.
let
So
Summer go
summer.
first.
Yes.
It's a 7 all the way for me, because I am an extreme David Hewlett fan, and I think this is one of his best, if not the best, portrayal of his acting ability here. And
Yes.
um, I love McKay's growth over the seasons. I love his character growth. I think it's one of the best in the series. There are a few others, but like Mayborn or Woolsey.
Oh,
But
yes.
really for me, Hewlett just it's an amazing character thing. But yeah, I think everything about this episode I just love. I just think it embodies everything that makes Hewlett such a great actor, and that
Hmm.
it embodies everything about the people around him and how they interact
Mm.
with him. And um, I, it was great. I love it.
There you go. Evie?
So I also love this episode. I think it's a great story. I think it's a great great cast. I think um it was brilliantly acted. David Hewlett obviously, he takes every scene, but I think the voiceover from Cadman was good. Um, as Summer said, character growth very important. But I just think it was a fun time, but it also had some kind of serious moments.
Hmm.
And I think it was a real kind of turning point for McKay because it proved that, he unfortunately he's not expendable, but some awful things can happen, which can be detrimental to his life. He's not someone who's impenetrable. He can't escape death just simply because of who he is, and the important role that he has on Atlantis.
This is true.
And what was I going to say? Yeah, he's just brilliant. Like David Huell is just amazing, and I can't imagine how hard it would have been to act as two people when you don't necessarily have that um, immediate response from your co-scene partner. That would have been really hard to do. And I understand that I think Jamie Ray was on set some of the time, but I don't know whether she would have been completely acting him out or just sort of been more like a scene partner and just reading the lines to him, if you know what I mean, so that he could get his timing correct. So yeah, I think he does a fantastic job. And the kiss between
Oh boy.
Paget and Rodney was just it was incredible. Loved it. It was so good.
Incredible.
Yeah, I think it was amazing. I love that they weaved that in, and it makes me happy that Cadman got away a little bit.
If you're going to go out,
Yeah.
you're going to go out swinging.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. But I think, yeah, a 6 for me. I can't remember if I've said that already. Not quite perfect, but it's definitely a good beat. And yeah, I'd happily watch this as a standalone episode. I think it's great.
This episode has a lot going for it. Some great performances, a great story idea. It's one of those that it makes sense to have early on. You've got this technology that demolecularizes people and restores them. What happens when that technology goes wrong? The Stargate did that in numerous stories for a number of seasons. Sooner or later, you run out of the scenarios to tell those stories, and this one definitely goes for it. This one is probably a 7 for me. So I was going back and forth between 6 and a 7, and it's probably a 7.
Yes,
This
six,
is
seven,
probably
yeah.
peak McKay.
Yes.
It
For
is
all the
peak
reasons that you guys
McKay.
said, I'm not going to rehash them, but
Mhm.
This is strong stuff. Definitely a strong one by Martin, and he just cemented himself as a force to be reckoned with in this particular episode. So wild stuff. Good deal.
Completely agree.
Right?
Yeah. Yep. Completely
Yep.
agree.
Okay.
It
Let's
is,
see what everyone had to
Peak
say.
Martin. Yes.
Peak
Curious.
Martin indeed. Okay. Anthony says, Nicole voted this episode a 6 before she had to leave. I'm inclined to agree. This is a 6 for me as well. Great comedic episode, and Hewlett was fantastic. All righty. Gecko Fett Web, 6 out of 7 for me. Easy Sparky, I give it a 7 also for the same reason Summer gave. McKay had the best character growth of the 3 you mentioned. Paul Brickler said. Whitney Nolan VFX, 6 out of 7 for me as well. Lock Watcher, this is a 6 for me. Love the episode. Really like both Cadman and Katie, both impeccable beauties. Can't wait for bomb expert and tap dancer Cadman to return in critical mass. Raj Luthra, 6 out of 7 chevrons for Duet. Another fun story, a fun and funny episode. We see Jamie Ray Newman in one more episode, but I wish she was in more. Imagine if Cadman and Rodney ended up in a romantic relationship. Stuart Miller, I mean, they'd have a great story to tell their grandkids once they had signed NDAs. Stuart Miller, this is a 5 for me, and Jed Ted 6 chevrons. Paul Brickler, I'm going to give it a 4, still above average, not my favorite. Lockwatcher, McCadman. Whoa, it jumped on me.
McCadman.
Lockwatcher, McCadman as a combination would have been great. Rodney as a scientist, Cadman a bomb expert and dancer too much. Mama Knox, hey, Mama Knox, 6 chevrons for me.
Mama Knox.
Sarah Beamy, great performance by David Hewlett, very funny, and glad McKay got to have some action, so 6 out of 7. Yeah, Gene Diotta Smith, I'll go a 5. I'll go a 5 for the fun. So that's easy Sparky. Oops, a 7. Whatever Sparky said. Yeah, easy
they said
Sparky
9
said a 7.
before. Yeah,
a 9. Oh,
so
okay.
They
Really?
said 9 and then corrected it to a 7.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Sci-Fi Sarah, David's performance was a great story. Just okay. 5 for me. I think that I covered everybody. I'm not as good as Nicole with this.
Well, you've got
Matthew
to do
Hammond, second best McKay episode. What's the first one? No, I don't. And I don't even think about it, to be perfectly honest with you. All right. Summer, do you have anything to share before we... I was going to say cast you out into the abyss, but I'm casting us all out into the abyss right now. Do you have anything to add before we let you go?
Hopefully I can join you again. I think I have some episodes.
We've got you done. We've got you down for next week as well.
That sounds great.
Next week, so for the powers that be and condemn.
So we're not totally casting her out yet. And I love how the cat next to you is just eating this up. The cat is on camera right now. And
is it a pillow?
Wait, it's a pillow?
I think it's a pillow. It looks very realistic though.
It is my cat, but it's on a pillow. I was waiting for you to look really hard.
Because I'm like, this cat's not moving. That's like the most well-behaved cat. Because I've got Twisty. It
is my cat. It is definitely my cat. But
that's not what I meant.
He's sitting on the couch.
Like Tom Hanks and like Tom Hanks and You've Got Mail. You know that is not what I meant. I thought the cat was posing.
Oh, I love that. Oh. Well, I have I don't know if you can
Yvie, do you have anything to add?
No, I have Twisty. He's like on my lap.
Hello, Twistifer.
Oh.
He's a Twisty boy.
That's a very lifelike pillow you have there. That's great.
Yes. Oh, no, I don't think I have nothing to add. But I'm assuming everyone's schedules are good for next week.
Yeah.
Yes,
absolutely. Should be all good.
Excellent.
Yes, I'm ready.
I look forward to doing this again in 7 days.
Yes, Same. Absolutely, guys. Thank you both for joining me for this one. This was a good time. And we will all catch up soon. Thank you all for tuning in with us live. We're going to get through this with smiles on our faces, and at least on the Wormhole Extremist channel, a lot of laughs. So that are built
Yes,
in.
and celebrating the franchise that we all love.
Yes. This is not an
And just
ending.
proving that it has legs.
Yes. This is not an ending. It's the start of a something else, but it's not ending.
All right.
I don't
All right.
we haven't let it die, and I don't think we are gonna let it die anytime soon.
That's
So,
it. Was it? Yeah.
Exactly.
What is it that Sam says in Death Knell? It's done. It's just not finished.
correct.
So yeah, we're not out for the
Oh.
count.
No,
we're
we're not.
We're not.
Easy Sparky. Sorry,
Hashtag
David, for
save
making.
Stargate.
Yes, Easy Sparky says, sorry, David, I'm making a post difficult to read. No, it's me. It's not you. It's me. Yvie knows this. So I invented the it's not you, it's me. Oh God. And when she does it, when she does it in sign, that's really fun. That's really funny.
That's right. Oh my God,
Oh,
yes.
man.
Oh, sorry, Seinfeld references.
That's it.
Yes.
Sorry, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Summer. We'll see you next week.
Thank you so much for having me.
Bye, guys.
Bye.